Good morning, viewers. Welcome back to Groundhog's Garage. My name is Jim. Welcome back to another episode of my Grand Am's nose job. If you haven't seen my car, you can see it has no grill. Not familiar with these cars. They were kind of unique in that they had like a urethane front bumper that John DeLorean famously took a baseball bat to and whacked the nose, and the material was so flexible it was able to absorb the impact and then go back to its original shape. Unfortunately, through the years, that urethane would break down, and I think it was urethane, it might have been polyurethane, I'm not sure the chemical, but it would break down and just crack and fall apart. And that's why you see a lot of these cars with no nose on them like mine. Now there is a company that reproduces these now in fiberglass. So you've seen the fiberglass piece in some of the other videos if you watch them. If not, let's check out one of the corners here, whichever one I decide to put it in, and check out the playlist. But I've got my supplies. It's time to get started on this, and I want to start. Really, I got to get the front bumper off because that's going to be part of it too. With the nose off, I'm going to take the bumper off and get that cleaned up. And I'm also going to be working on the hood here. And you can see that the paint is all cracked. And I brought out some paint remover because I'm going to try just to scrape it off. I'm going to have to go down to the metal. There's something seriously wrong with this paint, and this here, I think a lot of this might just chip off, but if I can just remove it with paint remover instead of having to sand all that, that would be kind of nice. But I thought I'd bring you along, watch the project, because this is going to take a week or two probably. I got the paint, and at the very least I want to get the hood done and work my way back on the fenders. I want to be able to do along the edges here so that when I do put the nose on, I already have some fresh paint and clear along the edge there on the fenders. So I don't have to, I can just cut that in and then I can blend it when I do the rest of the fender. I'm going to put a little bit of paint remover here. This has been sitting around forever. And just see what happens here. Sometimes this stuff works and sometimes it doesn't. I guess it depends on the kind of paint it is. Just let that little bit of goo sit there for a couple minutes and see what happens. When you're working on a project like this, you really feel, maybe blessed is too strong a word, but you're feeling pretty good when the bolts come off. So I'm not going to lie, I've been procrastinating doing this project only because I was worried about how hard this bumper was going to be to get off. I hate fighting bolts. There's a lot of things I'll do, but I hate fighting bolts. That is heavy. Let's see. Yeah. That is heavy. See if anything's happening here. Oh yeah, nice. Give you a bird's eye view of any impending disaster here. If this is balanced right, I can just wheel it away. If not, it's probably going to fall on the floor. Hopefully not on my toes. Whoa! There it goes! That wasn't so bad. So let's put these nuts back on the braces here so I don't lose them. Alright, I'm going to separate the two. I'm going to take the inner brace out. It'll make it easier to move around and to get in all the little nooks and crannies here. Now it might seem like a lot, but I can't get to these two bumper brackets that are behind here, and they're all rusty as sin. So to get those cleaned up too, I'd want this off. So let's just go ahead and take it off. Oh, nice. Two. Well, that was a tough one, but it came out. Is that all of them? Oh, there's another one. There's two more right there. Okay, so the only thing left now is the rubber trim across the front, and it's held on with those, I don't know what you call them, those cheapo stamped steel bolts. So I'm gonna, some of them are kind of rusty, so I think they're gonna come off okay. I'll give it a go, and then I could take these turn signal lamps out, and I'll take the license plate holder off too. And I'll have complete access to the front. We can get started on that. So then I'll have the front bumper and the nose ready to paint, and then I can put some heart into the hood here. That's a shame, but we'll fix it. Get them to move. Yep. That one's loose. So far, I think there's been two bolt sizes. So it's been 7/16 for these trim nuts here. And I believe this is, what do I got, 3/8 maybe? Let's see what I got here. 9/16. Those are the only two sizes I've used so far. Ah, the good old days. So this is why I took the bumper off. You can see, I think, ooh, that one's even got a hole in it. I wonder if they make replacement ones. I'll have to look. But yeah, that's pretty cruddy. You know what's going to be nice about this? You know, you got to kind of be gentle with sheet metal, because if you get too hot, it'll warp on you. But I can go to town on this thing. put some 36 grit sandpaper on it and have that all cleaned off. Get some etching primer on it in no time at all. I thought these were plastic. That's aluminum or steel. It's got some heft to it. I kind of wonder if it'd be worth it to take this over to the powder coating shop and see how much they charge me just to sandblast this and paint it. I'll clean some of it up, but I think powder coating might be the way to go with this. Okay guys, that's going to be it for today. I'm going to take this bumper to get a quote to have it powder coated, and I have some paint remover on the hood of the car. It seems to be working pretty well. I don't think this is lacquer paint though. I think this is it's acting more like epoxy paint, but I'm not real experienced on that, but it is not, it's like glue. So anyway, appreciate you watching. This is going to be an ongoing project for at least the next 2 weeks, maybe 3. And if you want to keep up with what I'm doing with my Grand Am and putting the nose on and getting the hood painted and doing a couple other things, subscribe down below and come back and join me. And again, thanks for watching, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Have a great day.